Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is 65 degrees here in San Diego and it is absolutely freezing. So I got the appropriate attire on to include the nice furry headgear, my wool coat, and also my sandals. So I'm ready to go ahead and complete this. Mostly going to be a garden update, but I do want to, I always would like to take the time to, thank everyone who's subscribing me and watching my channel, especially consistently, which the garden updates tends to be, let's just say, the core of the force on who really are sticking in it with me. I'm up to about 120 subscribers right now, and as of May 30th, I just passed 1 year old, so I just want to thank you everyone for supporting me so far. So as I mentioned, this is going to be mostly a garden update on everything that I've kind of been doing, that's going to be focused on the garden, and also some of the things that we've done in preparation for a party I got coming up in 2-3 weeks. And so yeah, you know what, without further ado, let's just go ahead and send it because it's freezing out here and I need to hurry up and get back inside. All right, let's send it. All right, so first thing, for those of you who have watched my pressure washing video, you know that I went ahead and I cleaned all the concrete. We just had my son's party a little bit ago, so it'll need to be cleaned again here before the party and mow the lawn. However, in addition to the concrete, we also went and cleaned the patio covering, so that was all sprayed down in preparation for an event we got coming up. And also what I decided is, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and draw your attention to this area. If you recall, this area used to have all kind of potted plants, to include the strawberries that we pushed back there, and I'll show you here in a second. But we had all other kind of potted plants that used to be here that we went ahead and moved out the way. And the reason why we did that is I'm going to have a lot of time away this summer, and so what I'm trying to make things for my family as low maintenance as possible. So basically, if you water up here, these two right there will then drip into here, but then you can also supplement water. It's at least just one way to be less wasteful with these pots right here for the strawberries. Now we're back here in Kale Corner. Wanted just to kind of show you that trying to get the hops vine here to go the way I want it to. Again, as it keeps getting longer, I just keep tying it and wrapping it around the vine here, around the wire, so that's going down. But I cut quite a bit of kale down that used to be up here in some of the old plants, so this section is a lot cleaner. And also you can see sort of the hobs appears to start possibly coming in, so we'll be using that for some kombucha, or maybe I might have to add another hobby into beer making. But we cut back a lot of the kale that used to be here, and really mostly in this section, to give these other plants a lot more sun. For example, like these tomatoes right there. This cauliflower looks like actually it might be getting ready to bolt, so it might have to, oh, and there's a little slug on there. Well, actually, you get on off. There we go, not anymore. But anyways, yeah, so to give these strawberries and all these plants a little bit more sun, went ahead and trimmed back all the excess that we weren't really using. So now it's a lot more cleaner. It's easy for me to walk by whenever I'm mowing the lawn, etc. And then the plants that were being blocked, the big plants that were blocking the sun for these new small plants that I want to have sun, are no longer there. Nothing too significant to highlight with the plums and the peach trees here, just that the plums are starting to get bigger, and so are the peaches on the 2-graft tree, and then also the peaches on this tree. Again, we're getting them like everywhere. This tree is really going to be coming in. Hopefully they get to full size. Last year it seemed like they didn't get to full size, and so I'm hoping that this year that like I said, that they do get to full size, and then I'll feel pretty validated that this cutting this tree down and just basically starting from scratch was a smart decision. But I already feel that. I just want to, as the saying goes, eat the fruits of my labor. Nothing real significant to discuss with the lime tree. I do want to provide a quick update on what I've been doing with the fig tree that I've pretty much cut all the way down to almost nothing. You can see in sections like here to where it's kind of like dried up right there. Well, in all the places that there were multiple shoots coming out of, let's just say like one node, I went ahead and I removed the one that I didn't want. And I didn't always necessarily pick the biggest one. Sometimes I prioritize prioritize the direction that they were coming out as the one that I would choose. So I got them coming out in various different directions that seem to be, at least right now, appear to be not interfering with each other, to include these down here. Got that one on that side, and then that one in that side. So that's kind of my strategy with this fig tree as it grows. And then this fig tree down here that I'm growing from straight cutting, I literally just put it in the ground. It took about 2-3 years later, and then it came out and is really starting to grow and appears to be gaining strength every year. My baby, the avocado tree. The only quick tidbit is it's definitely in a growth pattern here. So this strap right here was towards the top, but it's now growing all the way up here. So pretty soon I'm going to have to move that strap so that it basically is tying in from the very top. Big Bertha, yep, nothing really new to kind of highlight Big Bertha. She's continuing to thicken and darken as more leaves come in. The pomegranate tree, however, is really starting to get fruit. Heck, it looks like I'm probably going to get just 3 pomegranates here. So this is why, as you saw in my previous discussion, I really look to prune this tree so that the branches themselves have significant strength, because on this one branch by the end of the year with 3 pomegranates is definitely going to be pulled down, and more than likely will be one I trim. However, this one right here that's going upwards and appears, at least for now, not to have any flowers, that one come next year will grow even stronger and will be a good foundation for flowers that come out similar to this one. So you can see that this one is very much a vertical with a lot of strength. And although this branch right here may not make it with 3 on there, that this branch itself, however, the main branch, will definitely succeed. All right, so the elderberry tree. You can see a lot of the light green, like right here and right there coming in. I think I might actually be getting elderberries now. I think that's what these are probably going to be. So I hope so. I mean, they're coming in from just about everywhere. Hey, girls. Chickens are talking to me. I'm getting them in lots of different places. So hopefully I'm finally starting to get the elderberries, and which is what I was waiting on. Hey, girls. You all right? You doing all right? Okay. Just doing a video. Yep. I know. I don't know if you guys can see it in there, but I went ahead and put a lot of new wood chips down there in order to suppress the flies that were there, and that seems to have achieved the desired outcome. All right, again, we got some good news and some bad, or some, I guess, no progress news here on the papaya tree. So this thing is definitely in a growth. As you can see, the leaves are starting to protrude up, but these leaves are still not looking as dark as they were before. I mean, this one looks kind of sick. So does this one. I mean, they're growing, but they're just not looking healthy. So I'm a little unsure on why that is. I'm gonna have to do some research probably once I get onto my trip onto how I can better what is causing this and what can I do to remedy it. Now, however, let's go over to a really good news story. So far, I haven't seen any of the oranges from this tree fall, and I know it's going to happen. Actually, I say that, and look at here. What's this? That's just hanging on with some cobweb. Okay, so now I've seen one on the ground, but it looks like a majority of the others are really starting to, and I say the others, it's not like there's that many. We got 1, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think that's all we got right now. So 5 fruit growing on its first growing is pretty good. Now, the one thing that I did want to point out, and this is some good and some bad, but mostly good. The papaya, the mango tree is flowering. So this is amazing. I was not anticipating the mango tree to be flowering this soon. And to be honest, I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't produce any fruit because I don't think the tree is strong enough yet. And so if any of those do actually end up going to fruit, I'm actually going to remove the fruit for 2 things. Number one, because I mentioned I don't think it's strong enough, and I don't want the weight to prune this tree before. Basically, I want to be the one who's doing the pruning, not nature. And also, I don't want the energy that goes into growing fruit to go anywhere else than overall development, because you can see here Let me go ahead and go to 1x view real fast. I have multiple shoots, and including the main shoot about to come here from the top, and I just want this thing to continue growing and growing, at least get another foot or two, so it's probably about 6 feet or so, go back to wide, before this thing actually starts producing any fruit. Now, especially the good thing is that shoot down there appears to be growing very well. So if I can get the main shoot to about 4, and maybe that one down there to about 4 feet, or correction, this one to 6 feet, and the other small one to about 4 feet come next year, then I think this thing will be ready to start producing fruit. I think my cat just caught a mouse. Let's zoom in here and see what we got. Yep, there it is. Okay. Get her, Pearl. Don't let her go. Cat's playing with her now. Playing a little cat and mouse games on there, Pearl. All right. I'm just gonna get back to my video. You keep having your fun. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go wide here and just show you this. So we actually, to clean the patio covering, took the entire grapevine down, and I was concerned because I was hearing a little bit of cracking and everything in the main trunk when we did so, but we brought it down slowly and brought it back up slowly. But I'm going to highlight a couple of points where we did suffer a little bit of casualty within the vine overall, but there is some great outcome that also came from it too. So let's go ahead and show you that here in a walk under view. So the good thing is I'm just going to point out I'm now past the limit here. I have reached this side of the patio covering, and so that's partial goal complete. You can see all these grapes just really starting to fill in. And when we get to some of these other sections, you'll see some dead plants that I'll point out here in a little bit, to where a couple of branches actually broke, taking it up and down. For example, like right here, this one broke, taking it up and down, and that's just a leaf. And actually, when we get over here, there's a branch right here as we get up a little bit closer. That one, I don't know how well it's coming into the glare, but that was taken down. However, we keep coming down. We got grapes coming all the way down to here. So not quite at the end. I got about another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rafters to get over, but we might be almost there come the end of this year with the grapevine. So that's pretty cool. All right, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this quick garden update, things that we've been doing here come the beginning of June and part of the summer playlist that I got going on. And again, I always want to just take every opportunity I can to, thank you everyone who's been watching very consistently, or just thank you to any and all of my subscribers. I really do appreciate it as your support as we have passed the 1 year mark. So regardless if you were here with me from the very beginning, or if you've just joined me recently, hey, I really do appreciate it. So thank you. I'm going to go ahead and get back inside now to where it's really warm, so that I can stop tormenting myself. But thank you for sticking along with me in this freezing 65-degree weather. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.